CompTIA A Core 2 Complete Training Course. Exam Objective 1.9 Given a scenario, perform OS installations and upgrades in a diverse OS environment. OS Installation Walkthrough. Ready for an OS installation walkthrough? Great! Then let's get to it. For this video segment, I will take you through the installation of Windows 10, step by step. To begin this walkthrough, step 1 is not something I can really show, but is something we have already discussed. And that is selecting an appropriate boot method. For example's sake, we will pretend I am using a USB with an ISO file for Windows 10 on it. To complete this first step, insert your bootable USB drive into the computer and restart the device. As it powers up, press the appropriate key to enter the boot menu. Then select the USB drive as the boot device and press enter. Your computer will now boot from the USB drive. Before we begin, make sure you have a bootable USB drive with the Windows 10 installation files. Also, ensure you backed up any important data from your device, because a clean install will wipe everything. Once the Windows setup screen appears, select your language, time, and keyboard preferences, then click Next. On the next screen, just click Install Now to begin the installation process. You will then be presented with Microsoft's Software License Terms or EULA. These terms outline the legal agreement between you and Microsoft, covering the usage rights and restrictions for the Windows operating system. It's important to review these terms to understand your rights and obligations. Once you've read through the license terms, check the box indicating your acceptance, and then click Next to proceed. Here, you'll be asked to choose between in-place upgrade or a custom installation. If you select upgrade, Windows will attempt to keep your existing files, settings, and applications while upgrading your current version of Windows to the latest one. However, since we're focusing on performing a clean install, we'll select the custom option. To further iterate, by choosing the custom installation, you're opting to install a brand new version of Windows 10, ensuring a clean slate. Once you make your selection, the next screen will provide you with a list of existing partitions on your hard drive. Here you will need to select a drive that has enough unallocated space for Windows to copy all of its system files to. Once you have selected a drive and clicked the Next button once more, Windows will begin to populate the drive with the appropriate system files. The only thing you can do now is sit back and relax, as this step can take some time. Additionally, your computer may restart several times during this process. Each restart allows Windows to finalize the installation of various components and ensure everything is configured correctly. You might see different screens displaying progress bars and messages like installing features, installing updates, and getting ready. Patience is key here, as the system is meticulously setting up the new environment to ensure optimal performance and stability. After the installation, you'll go through the initial setup process. First, you'll select your region to ensure your system settings match your geographical location. Next, you'll choose your keyboard layout. You will also have the option to add a second keyboard layout if needed. Following these options, you'll be prompted to sign in with a Microsoft account. Using a Microsoft account to sign in offers several benefits, such as syncing your settings across devices, accessing OneDrive for cloud storage, and using Microsoft services like Office 365 and the Microsoft Store seamlessly. During this step, you will also have the option to join a domain. This is particularly useful if you are setting up the device for use in a domain environment. Joining a domain allows your computer to be part of a network managed by an IT department, providing access to network resources such as shared folders and printers. It also enables the application of group policies for security and configuration management. If your organization uses a domain, your IT department will provide you with the necessary domain information to join. Additionally, you can opt for a local account. In order to keep this walkthrough simple, this is the option I will go with. Using a local account also ensures that your data stays on the device. After choosing a username for your local account, click Next. The next screen will prompt you for a password. Be sure to make it a strong one. Your password should be at least 45 characters in length and impossible to remember, unless you write it down on a sticky note. Okay, just kidding. Strong passwords are important, but 45 characters might be overkill, and you should never store your password on a sticky note. Once you select your password, you will have to confirm it a second time. With your password now in place, you will then set up a series of security questions, just in case you forget that super long password you just created. Next, you'll configure your privacy settings. Windows 10 offers various options to control how your data is used, including location services, diagnostics, and tailored experiences. Take the time to review these settings and adjust them to your comfort level to maintain control over your personal information. To wrap things up, you will also be prompted to set up Cortana, Microsoft's virtual assistant. You can choose to enable Cortana for a more integrated experience or skip this step if you prefer not to use it. If you complete all the required steps and reach the Windows desktop, congratulations, you just installed Windows from scratch. Now that we've walked through a clean install manually, let's talk about making this process faster and more efficient by using an unattended install. An unattended install automates the setup process by using an answer file, which contains all the necessary settings and instructions that we just entered manually. Imagine having to set up an entire office of new computers. Instead of going through each step manually for every device, you can create an answer file with all the configurations, such as language settings, partitioning instructions, product keys, and user accounts. This file is then used during the installation process, allowing Windows to install and configure itself without user intervention. As a bit of extra information for you curious learners, you may be interested to know that you can set up an unattended install for Windows and create an answer file using the Windows System Image Manager, or SIM for short. In the answer file, you will define all the installation parameters in XML format. By leveraging unattended installs, you can save significant time and effort, especially when deploying multiple devices. This method also ensures consistency across all installations and reduces the risk of human error. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more great content.